Could there be a way to swiftly wipe out coronavirus for good, using only a common household cleaning item? There may be. Let me explain. COVID-19, the disease caused by the coronavirus, has proven to be a ruthless assassin, and an invisible one at that, and one that turns your own hands into weapons of mass destruction. You see, the danger of someone contracting the coronavirus or someone spreading it lies in their hands, literally. If you're infected, your hands become contaminated with tiny molecules from your saliva. If you're not affected, your hands become contaminated when they come into contact with saliva from someone who is infected. And direct contact isn't necessary. Merely touching a contaminated spot can transfer it to your fingers. And any spot can remain contaminated for up to 72 hours. So the key to preventing infection is not to touch any contaminated spot. And to stay as safe as possible, one must assume that any spot that may have been touched by another within the last 72 hours is contaminated, whether it is or not. The coronavirus is not airborne, but a face covering can be effective for preventing contact with another saliva when they sneeze or cough. It can also prevent you from putting your fingers in your mouth if your hands become contaminated. Gloves are also effective at preventing contamination from having direct contact with your skin, but contamination can still be transferred to the gloves. Both of these forms of protection can be effective, especially if combined, but they're still fallible. The coronavirus is extremely contagious, and contact with even the smallest molecule can cause infection. But there may be a common sense approach that can not only protect you from contracting the coronavirus, but could also eliminate its existence from the face of the earth. Instead of just protecting yourself by using a barrier when touching something, the most effective method is to kill the contaminant. Because if you kill it, there's no risk to you or others that follow you. If places of contamination were tiny lights, you could look down into a city and see millions of specks of contamination. To defeat the virus, we need to extinguish all the lights. And that's where this comes in. The antibacterial wipe. Whether purchased or homemade, this small yet powerful item carried loose and used as a barrier when touching anything not only protects you, but will kill any contamination it comes into contact with. Imagine if a significant number of people did this, the lights would go out quickly. If the majority of people did this, the lights would go out very quickly. If everybody did this, the lights would go out within 24 hours and no new ones would reappear. Let's wipe out Corona for good.